Hello Internet, and welcome back to more Pokemon Sun. In the last episode, we made it to Iki Town, and we met a bunch of people, and we met our first Pokemon, Icarus the Rowlet. I couldn't get to the menu fast enough to say it out loud as I was saying the name. Like, I couldn't show Rowlet at the same time, but here he is. He's adorable. Still not the best nature in the world, but I was actually wrong in the bio last time. He's not focused on speed at all, it's his worst stat, so... There could be worse natures. Could have minus attack. Or minus anything other than speed, honestly. This time, we're going to be going to get the doorbell because, or the door, because somebody rang the doorbell in the last episode. It was probably Kukui. Hey there, Winter! It's about time we set out for the festival, yeah? But first, now that you're a real Pokemon trainer with your own Pokemon and all, I've got to show you something. Come with me out to Route 1. Have fun at the festival, sweetie. I'm sure you'll have a good time with your new Pokemon pal. Me and Meowth will be sure to unpack every last box here, you'll see. Me? I agree. That's something Meowth would say. I had to close something real fast, so sorry about the weird cut in the music there. Before we do that, it's nap time. That's a remote little scene that I don't really ever see noted as existing, but it does exist and you can get a free awakening from it. An awakening is an item that can be used once to rouse a Pokemon from the clutches of sleep. It wakes a Pokemon up. That's just a cool way of saying it wakes a Pokemon up. Winter, hurry it up, cousin. Pretend you're a Pokemon and use your agility. Alright. Winter, hurry it up, cousin. Pretend you're a Pokemon and use your agility. Yeah, you can't go the wrong way. This game is very handholdy in the beginning, and that's a lot of people's complaints, is it's really hard to replay, because the beginning of the game is just full of tutorials, and I mean full of them. Yeah, over here! So, you know that wild Pokemon will sometimes jump out at you in the tall grass, yeah? Now that you've got Rowlet here, you can not only fight wild Pokemon, yeah? You can also try to catch them. Woo! I'm gonna show you how to catch a wild Pokemon, alright? Keep your eyes on the prize. One of the things people complain about the most in Pokemon Sun and Moon is how damn long the tutorials take. So I'm just gonna completely remake this one. Step 1 of catching a Pokemon. Find a Pokemon. Easy. Step 2 of catching a Pokemon. Weaken the Pokemon. That's optional. Step 3, throw a Pokeball. Cause Step 4, pray to RNGesus. It's all up to RNG. Step 5, Pog. Oh yeah! Wild Pokemon do sometimes attack people if they get close, but catch them and they'll join your team and be a great help to you, yeah? But if your Pokemon get all tuckered out by fighting for you, just head home for a bit. If you ask your mom, I'm sure she'll lend you and your whole team rest up at home. Or you could use some potions. Here's some Pokeballs and potions to get you started out. You got 10 Pokeballs and 5 potions. Why don't you have a little adventure of your own on the way to Iki Town, yeah? Take good care of Winter, Rowlet. Thought it was going to be the reverse of what he actually ended up saying. But I'm sure Rowlet will take great care of me. I'm sure Rowlet knows how to do that. So, since this Let's Play is going for 100%, I have to catch every single Pokemon that is available in this game. A lot of these will be through trade with a completed Pokemon Moon save file because I'm not willing to play all the way through Pokemon Moon at the same time as this. However, for now, we can't actually trade Pokemon. That's not an option in the menu yet, so let's just catch what we can here. What'll our first encounter be? Pikipek. Okay. Pikipek is a fairly generic normal flying type. You see a lot of Route 1 flying types like Pikipek, where their distribution is throughout their entire life going to be in either attack or special attack, in this case attack, and speed. Pikipek is a little unique though because of its secondary ability that it could have Skill Link. Skill Link makes it so moves that hit 2 to 5 times will always hit 5 times. And Pikipek gets a lot of them. It gets Fury Attack, it gets Bullet Seed, I believe it can get Rock Blast. Maybe not. Maybe it has to evolve to get that. I don't know. But there's a lot of options for that type of move with Pikipek, and because it's going to hit the maximum number of times each time, and Fury Attack even gets Stab, it's going to be doing a lot of damage with those moves, especially later on. Good timing for ending the bio there. Next up, we have Ledyba. Ledyba sucks. It's always annoyed me that it's called the 5-star Pokemon because this thing sucks. It can't do anything. Its special defense is its highest stat, and then speed. What are you going to do with a fast special tank? It can set up screens that will get brick broken, and it will faint. That's all I have to say about Ledyba. It's just terrible. Caterpie. Caterpie is the most basic of Route 1 bug types. It evolves into a Pokemon that can only learn Harden through level up at level 7, then it evolves into its final evolution at level 10. It's a very easy Pokemon to raise, and it's actually pretty good in the early game in most games. I'd say it's worse than usual in this game just because of some of the boss fights on the island not really working out well for it. But, I mean, for an early game Pokemon, it's pretty good. This is a generation where I'd say it can actually be used much later in the game than usual, just because, I mean, it's a more recent Pokemon game. Obviously, movesets are going to be more varied, and it's going to get more stuff to actually make it usable later in the game. But overall, it's still Caterpie. I can recommend it, I just don't want to say it's super good or anything. Yungoos. Yet another fairly standard Route 1 Pokemon, however this is a Route 1 normal type, and I'd say it's okay compared to how they usually are. Being a pure normal type, obviously, it doesn't have a ton of weaknesses. In fact, its only weakness is fighting. However, it's also not super effective on everything with the same type attack bonus, so it doesn't have that going for it. Stakeout is a pretty unique ability. When I was doing research, I thought, oh, so it just turns every move into Pursuit. But no, it doesn't make it so attacks hit before a Pokemon switches, it just makes it so attacks do more damage after a Pokemon has been switched. So opponents, specifically CPU opponents, aren't going to be switching a lot. I can see it being useful more in competitive, but in single player, it's not going to be seeing nearly as much use, which is weird to say about a Route 1 normal type. Alright, so we've officially caught all the Pokemon we can catch here at the moment. Those being Caterpie, Ledyba, Pikipek, and Yungoos. But there are 2 more Pokemon you can actually catch here at nighttime only. Since I'm recording during the day, I won't be able to catch them here. Starting off with those, we have Spinarak. Spinarak is a spider, I hate it, but it's better than Ledyba, unfortunately. I actually think ladybugs are kind of cool, but spiders are disgusting, so it's a shame that the spider actually has some form of being usable. I mean, that's all I have to say. It's usable, it's still not great. It's kind of similar to Butterfree, where you'll get it to evolve relatively soon. Not as soon as Butterfree, obviously, but, you know. I just don't. I'm done. I don't like it. I'm biased. I just hate it. And Rattata. This might look familiar, because it's from another generation. This game introduced regional variants of Pokemon, so Pokemon that are different in certain regions than they would be otherwise. Okay, the game had to give me a cutscene there, apparently. But back to the bio. Alolan forms are pretty much usually almost always going to be better versions of Kanto Pokemon. So, yeah, Rattata's pretty good in this game. The Dark Normal type gives it many more weaknesses than it used to have, with Dark being a pretty vulnerable type. And it also changes the 2x weakness to fighting that normally gets to a 4x weakness. So obviously it's not going to be surviving any hits from fighting types, which actually makes it pretty not useful on the first island. But I did actually use one on my team throughout the entirety of my first playthrough of this game, and it was pretty helpful. Hustle is actually a really good ability, despite it lowering the accuracy of literally every physical move. The power that it adds to them is worth it, in my opinion. And if you prefer, you can use Gluttony, which can be useful in certain situations, not so much on Rattata since it's not a tank. I can finally stop doing bios. Okay. First trainer battle, let's go. Other than How. He doesn't count. When the eyes of Pokemon trainers meet, it's time to battle. I don't know, that's like a universal rule in this world, and I don't know why. Seems like a weird rule that people have to fight if they look at each other. Speak of the devil, he has a Rattata. I believe he has a Yungoos in Pokemon Moon. There's a lot of like weird little changes like that where like Rattata isn't a version exclusive, but it's more exclusive to Moon than it is to Sun. Because now is where I'd like to talk about the first main difference between Pokemon Sun and Moon. So with Pokemon Sun, which is the version I'm playing for the Let's Play, right now I'm recording during the day, and so it's daytime in the game. Obviously, it's not daytime in the game per se, because we're dealing with a thing where the time is set. It's always at this time of day during this point in the game. But I am recording during the day, and the game is registering it as daytime, which is why we can't run into Rattata or Spinarak. But if we were to be playing Pokemon Moon right now, I would still be recording during the day, but it would be nighttime in the game, so we'd be able to run into Rattata and Spinarak. Pokemon Moon's clock is always 12 hours ahead of what it is in Pokemon Sun. So if you're playing at night, it will be day. If you're playing during the day, it will be nighttime. This is how I first experienced this game, and let me tell you, it got annoying. You can change it later on to be normal in Pokemon Moon or to be reversed in Pokemon Sun, but not for a pretty long time. And, like, I mean, like, it's post-game exclusive. Which is pretty annoying at some points, because there's a lot of Pokemon in these games that can only evolve during a certain time of day, which, I mean, obviously, because it's a game based on times of day. Or I guess things that, like, denote times of day, with the sun and the moon. But, I don't know. It can get annoying when it's nighttime, when it's daytime in real life, because I think it's just based around, like, what your schedule is. Because if your schedule, like, is primarily during the day, Pokemon Moon could be a better choice for you. Because then you'll be able to play daytime at nighttime. Daytime in almost every game I've ever played is infinitely more fun than nighttime. This goes for Pokemon, Animal Crossing. There's a lot of things like that in this game that, like, I'm playing Pokemon Sun because I feel like it will look better, but there's certain scenes that I think are so much better in Pokemon Moon that I just won't get to experience during this Let's Play because I'm playing Pokemon Sun. I don't know if any of that made sense, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of things Pokemon Moon has that Pokemon Sun would be better off with, and vice versa. Which is weird. We can finally head through the grass here. We can get a potion. That is the item we saw earlier. We can also go around this youngster. I'll fight him in a sec, but if we head through this grass, we get a wild Pokemon encounter. Paralyze Heal. You can hear, since we're close to Iki Town, you can hear a little bit of the music from the festival. I believe it syncs up pretty well with the Route 1 music, which is actually pretty cool. But before we head in, I do want to fight this kid. Hey, please battle me! Okay, I was gonna avoid you, but I guess not. If you insist, young preschooler Oliver. I thought he was a youngster, but no, we already fought a youngster, and he did not look like a preschooler. I mean, he did look like a preschooler, but he didn't look as much like a preschooler. I'll cut out this battle because it's just a level 4 Yungoos. There's nothing unique about it. We've already fought a level 4 Yungoos, probably, in the wild. Icarus learned Peck after growing to level 8, so we now have a flying type move. If you're strong, please go away. Oh, that's relatable. For future reference, if there are ever Pokemon that are exclusive to a certain time of day that I need to catch for the Pokedex, I will be catching them off screen. So, I mean, yeah, just know that. Also, I just checked, we definitely haven't fought a level 4 Pokemon in the wild up to this point, let alone a Yungoos, because Pokemon can only be levels 2 to 3 on Route 1. So there we go.
The Alola region is made up of 4 islands, and each island has its own guardian Pokemon. Our festival today is held to express our thanks to these great Pokemon guardian deities for always remaining by our sides. Well, we may call it a festival, but it's just this little thing you see here. There may not be many of us, but at least every last one of us here goes all out.
Okay. If you treat your Pokemon wrong, the Guardian Deity will strike you down with lightning. But the children all laugh when I tell them that. That's morbid. Tapu Koko just loves Pokemon battles, watching them and having them. That's sick. Me too. My Rockruff is the best bodyguard ever. She always comes with me when I go shopping, and she lies outside my door when I sleep. If it was a human, that would be creepy. Rockruff there was a wild Pokemon when we got her, but now she's like a part of the family. When I see her rock roughhousing with my little girl, I can't help but smile. Cool. Not gonna talk to everybody in this game, because, I mean, it's a Pokemon game. The dialogue is pretty boring when it's not story-related. Oh, how's it, Winter? Man, I thought you'd never make it. Me and Poplio have been waiting for ages. Hold on. Didn't anyone explain to you about tonight? Oh yeah, right on time. But to what exactly? A full-powered festival for Pokemon battling. We battle in the name of Tapu Koko, pitting our best moves against one another in friendly competition to please our guardian. Woo! So you two will be taking part in the battle? I don't like seeing Pokemon fight one another since they so often end up getting hurt. But it seems like this is an important event, so I'll be sure to watch you both.
Your Pokemon have fought for you, so show them the same care in return, Winter. Allow me to heal them for you this time. Are you ready for this Pokemon battle?
Am I ready to steal this kid's lunch money? Absolutely.
Then let's begin. For all life on our islands, and for those who undertake the island challenge with joy in their hearts, we pray for your protection. For them and all Melee. May this Pokemon battle be an offering to our island's guardian deity, Tapu Koko. Before you stands Hao, grandson to the Kahuna. That's me. Before him stands Winter, one who has met with Tapu Koko.
That's me. What? What a curious little thing Tapu Koko is. Ha! That's just typical of it. Rowlet, take care of my little Winter. As long as we both have a good time, then I think we can call it a great battle, eh?
Winter, how? Bring forth the power of your Pokémon.
We don't get special music for a battle at the festival, it's still the same kid. How? He's going to be leading with Pichu. Pichu is level 6, static for the ability, knowing the moves Thundershock, Charm, and Tail Whip. That Charm can get so annoying, because it's just going to keep lowering your attack more and more. Tail Whip is annoying too, but it doesn't have any physical moves, so it's only annoying if he started with Rowlet, or Litten, or Popplio. They all have physical moves, but Rowlet's the only one that gets the same type attack bonus physical move. Otherwise, Pichu's pretty easy to take down. It has really low stats all around, and I mean, yeah. The only real thing is if you use a contact move with it, then you have a chance of getting paralyzed. A 30% chance, which isn't a bad chance. Next up is Popplio. Level 7. I'm not going to go over moves and ability because it's identical to the last episode when we fought it. The only difference is that it's now level 7, so it gained 2 levels. This thing also has Growl, though, which is annoying. The same thing goes for Rowlet and Litten. If he has those, they will know the same moves as they did last time. So, there's not much to go over. This is a very simple battle. Even if you only have your starter, you should be fine. As you can see, I didn't switch out at all, and I'm still doing fine. Because his AI is still telling him to use Water Gun for some reason. And Growl. I'll give it to the AI. It is also using Growl, which is a okay move since I'm using physical attacks, but it could have done better. Icarus grew to level 9. And there we go. What? It's over already? Hooey! Another great battle this year! I bet Tapu Koko liked it too. Whew. That was awesome, Winter. That was a really great battle. I had a blast fighting you.
It was a good battle. With this, even Tapu Koko. Ho! You heard it yourself. Tapu Koko's song of approval. Oh, I nearly forgot. I think it is time you take this, Winter.
Z-ring has been slipped onto the wrist.
Your Z-ring, a mysterious armband that can draw out the power that lies deep within your Pokémon. It can bring forth their Z-power. We kahunas can make them by refining stones like the sparkling stone that you receive from Tapu Koko. Although until you collect more Z-crystals during your island challenge, you will not be able to draw out the Z-power of your Pokémon. And yet you have already received that sparkling stone. It seems Tapu Koko took quite a liking to you. Or perhaps it has a mission for you. In other words, it's time for you to get out there and start your island challenge. If you visit every island, maybe you'll figure out what that mission is. Every island in the world? 4 islands! Okay. Okay, that's good. But you're actually gonna end up visiting 5 or 6 islands, so he's kinda lying. He just doesn't have 6 fingers. It doesn't even look like he has 5. I think those are drawn on with crayon. You'll travel to each of the 4 islands here in the Alola region. The Island Challenge is about aiming to be the strongest trainer. The Island Challenge champion. Woo! Sounds great, right? I can't wait to have a real adventure. I'll explain about the Island Challenge later. Tapu Koko is amazing, isn't it? I hope I can meet it again someday and thank it for saving Nebby. Me too. It saved you as well, didn't it? And left you with that sparkling stone, even though you're a stranger to this place. Suppose it's time we get you kids home, yeah?
Then I suppose this is goodbye.
Goodbye forever, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Honey, I'm home. God, the other cat in this house is going crazy too. Oh, Winter, you're back already. I thought you'd want to stay in Iki Town longer. Especially right after that great battle. Oh, I was just captivated to see my own girl fighting in such perfect sync with her Pokémon. Maybe it would be a good idea for you to try that island challenge thing. It's something you can only do in Alola, right? But right now I've got a date with my bed. I danced my feet off at that festival. Night night, sweetie. You get some sleep too. I don't wanna. Never mind, I guess I do. What beautiful weather! I wonder what today will bring me. A visitor. If it's Kukui, he'll probably let himself in without even waiting for us to open the door. Next time on Pokemon Sun, we are going to see if he does indeed do that, or maybe he's learned manners overnight. See you guys then.